When New Orleans made headlines as the murder capital of the country, a group of high school students took it as a call to action.
Well, today they put on the first NOLA Love event. This is in an attempt to end the culture of violence in our city. Sam Winstrom has more.
I will strive for greatness every day.
It starts with a promise.
I am powerful and beautiful.
A pledge made by the thousands of New Orleans students who came together to try and change the violent culture of their city. And while adults spread the message,
You need to know that you love. You need to know that you can do anything that you put your mind to do.
it's students like Keith Patterson and Jaden Smith who make it all happen.
It all started with a meeting with all the Inspire NOLA schools. We came together to discuss ideas how we can stop this violence.
NOLA Love is an initiative started by local teenagers for local teenagers to help them realize their potential and end the cycle of violence they see on the streets. The goal is to inspire them to follow their own path, one without violence, and to support each other along the way.
We have a lot of kids in our community that have great talent and can reach high potential. If we do this, we could bring attention to those kids who have that potential to be anywhere and reach potential they have.
It comes during a year where New Orleans is making national headlines as the country's homicide capital. And these students have been hurt just as much as anyone else. This week, a 17-year-old was shot and killed on Carrollton Avenue. 2 days later, a 16-year-old was killed in a hit-and-run crash in the Desire neighborhood.
I feel like it's something that should not be expected and we shouldn't just brush it off.
We are the future, and we can do this. We can stop the violence in New Orleans.
And that future starts today with a promise.
I am NOLA Love, and I will love myself.
We're seeing a lot of events like this, Sam. What did the speakers have to say? I know we heard from the kids there.
When they came out, I mean, people like Councilmember Oliver Thomas was there, and the message they had for these kids was not only to respect themselves and learn to love themselves and appreciate themselves, but to show respect for each other. You know, there's this kind of situation that a lot of them brought up that I think leads to a lot of violence in the city where you might not understand where somebody's coming from.
Right.
And pretty much everybody there saying, take a step back. You don't know what somebody's dealing with. And really what you might see as something disrespectful or even mean could just be a misunderstanding.
Empathy and understanding is what's needed, is what they're saying. All right, thank you, Sam.